Whew. All right, so today is January the 12th, 2023. This is going to be one of the first vlogs I make for the year. I'm making this vlog because I'm at a turning point in my life right now where basically things are happening. Things are happening. Well, let's start off with the most recent thing. So I've spoke with Mike, I've mentioned in my vlogs, but my best friend from childhood. And I mentioned before in one of the previous vlogs, it was like 40 or 41, maybe 42, that his roommate's moving out, and he moved out. He was going to school, and it's in January. So we were talking, discussing our arrangements, seeing how we were going to do this, and we have a plan that we're trying to get done. And if things go well, I'll probably sign the lease next month and then move in March. We're a little bit ahead of schedule because Mikey's roommate's going to school now. Obviously, it would be best for him if I could just move in quicker, but I'm not entirely ready yet, and that's why I've been a little bit antsy. Not that I'm not excited to. I am. I'll probably mention the issue or my hesitancy in a minute, or maybe some other time. But right now, that's one of those things that's been bothering me. Not that I don't want to move. I want to move. Moving to the New York City, Queens, the area where he lives, it's beautiful, and it'd be ideal. I'm excited to move with him to that part of Queens. I never would have guessed it was even a possibility, and now that we're getting this close and it's actually happening is fantastic. I'm excited for it. I needed to see myself grow, force myself to grow, get out of my shell. I've lived here my whole life. I never went away for college. I committed my life to giving back to my parents, basically my dad specifically. Of course, my mom too, as much as I can, but most of my time has gone to working in the company. And it's been great. I feel a little bit down, because even when I was in school, in college, I would always think, dang, I wonder how it is out there right now. And it would distract me a little bit. Obviously, that wasn't the best mentality to have. Even now, I shouldn't be having this hesitancy or even thinking about that. But I've been there since 2015. It's about to be, this is 8 full years. This would be the 9th. Starting in May would be the start of the 9th year. I'm excited, really am. It's a big shift, and all the new friends I've made. I mean, everyone knows that my situation. Everyone wants me to do what I want to do or what I think is best for me. Right now, I don't know. Right now, I'm wondering, this is the best opportunity I have to move out. There's no better reason than to move out with your friend in an affordable apartment in a safe area. A little bit of me is a little worried because of the economy right now. Thankfully, I'm not in debt. That's the whole point of me going to college in the city. I went to Baruch. If I ever mentioned that before, now you know. That should be public information. It should be on LinkedIn or something. On Facebook or wherever. It's a new chapter in my life. And I've always been scared to grow. I've grown the most this previous year. All of 2022 was just me growing, mentally and physically. I've achieved a lot so far, and I'm just reflecting on everything right now. It's been a whirlwind of emotions. To start off the year very disappointed in myself, just sad, because I had just broken up with my girlfriend of also 7 years. It was a big shift in my ideals. And I still want to make that video. I want to make a dedicated video talking about my relationship, and not in detail about the relationship, but in detail about how I felt or my mentality in that relationship, really, because I'm gonna leave my relationship stuff private. Me and that person. I mentioned her before, but we'll keep it as is. I've had difficulties trying to move on from that, but last year was the year where I really had to try to, get over it because for my own sake. Because really, I was hurting myself worrying about something that almost didn't matter in the long run. Because at the end of the day, no one's meant for everyone, and if they're not meant for me, and I might not be meant for them, just move on to the next. That's basically what I learned all of 2022. Basically around March when I started to lose weight, started to go to the gym. That's when I realized, I just need to work on myself. I have to learn to appreciate myself. Why am I sad? Because I don't feel like I'm reaching my full potential where I'm at. So I worked on that part. Next, I was already doing well in work. I did everything I could for work. And I was reaching my peak. I was reaching my peak at work. Everything was going smoothly. Starting 2022, and now we're here. We're working, and better than ever. Now we have a good amount of income, and we bought another vehicle. We're trying to get a new one, only because Chevy isn't making new trucks in the configuration that we want, which is the half door ones. Is the only reason we're not getting it. Thanks, Chevy. I will not be working with you in the future. If I ever become, relevant in any way where my voice mattered to a company. Jeep, though. That's the company obviously I want to work with because I have another Jeep now. That's the other vehicle we bought. And back to what I was saying. So my work was going well. I was reconfiguring my self-esteem out after my relationship. Then lastly, which is my personal finances. That's something where I haven't really set myself up. Just because I'm not counting the business, really. That's its own thing. I'll always have that. I'll be there, but wasn't going to be me operating it full time at the end of the day. It was always for him. It would just be my dreams to be a senator, a representative of New York, basically, in some way, some shape or form. That's all I have after moving out. I'm not going to put the horse ahead of the cart. I don't think that's what the saying is. But it's a good time right now, and I should be happy, but I have a little bit of angst. I don't know if it's the weather, if it's the season, if it's the rain. And I just want to get my voice out, my thoughts out there on camera, because this is basically how I've gotten my mind cleared. Knowing that it's out there. And I could always look back at it when push comes to not even push comes to shove, but whenever I do feel down, I can always just look back, hey, let's look at earlier of last year. Beginning of 2022, I've pretty much been vlogging relatively consistently, making 1 or 2 vlogs a month. Been pretty good. I think that's the longest streak I've had. And even now, I'm still doing it with this one right here. So I'm happy. And I hope to make more videos. Just, more actual quality videos. It's tough, Casey. I was still deciding whether going horizontal or vertical. Yeah. And that's basically my thoughts right now. I'm going to go inside, get my workout done. It's leg day. Oh, speaking of going to the gym, I am also going more consistently now. I've been going 4 to 5 times a week. If you can believe that. I'm trying to bulk. I'll get into detail on that more later. But one thing I wanted to mention was that with the new groups, with my new friends, I found like some of us actually wanted to go work out, like do this 300-day challenge where you have the whole year basically to try to go to the gym or do an activity for 30 minutes, work out, one workout session for 30 minutes, 300 times a year. Right now, I'm doing it per days. I'm not doing it per session. Some of my friends are doing it per session. They can do two, like one early morning walk, sprint, whatever the heck gets their heart rate pumping, and then later in the evening they'll do like a yoga or whatever works. I might try it. Give a review on it soon. It's on Netflix apparently by Nike. Interesting. I could always use more flexibility to enable more mobility. Because I still have aspirations of dunking one day. Oh God, American dream, right? I'm like what, 5'9", 180 pound averaging what, 180 right now. I'm in the mornings obviously less, but in the evenings it's obviously more. So averaging 180. I would have to be like around 10 to 12% body fat to have adequate physique to, be able to jump that high. I'll get to the details about that later too. So yeah, that's also been a nice help. I'm super glad that I have made more connections. Basically, not alone. I have more like-minded people with me nowadays, and I've grew my social network. It's awesome. I really do appreciate it. It's just so much change. It's a lot of change. Last year's me, be so proud of myself now. And that's kind of how I want to keep. I have to get over this. I want to keep moving forward. Life is going to keep moving forward. Whether I'm ready or not, it's going to go. And all I can do is do what I can to prepare myself for such changes. Man, this is, it's been a great year, really. And, it can only get better from here. Good or bad, there have been plenty of bad things that have happened as well. I haven't mentioned it much. I've hinted at it. Only, some people, select few who might watch my vlogs could pinpoint those moments where I talk about it. And it's for myself. Like I said, this is a diary. It's an open book. Let the world know when it matters, really. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been great. And I think, more than anything, my mentality's gotten stronger. I've always said it's been a mental game. Now that's all I have left. My body's been pushed to its limits. My mind has been tested, but it hasn't been pushed to its limits yet. And now I'm there, basically. Just get my attitude adjusted, make it go up. Those are my thoughts. I think that's everything I'm going to say for today, or at least in this moment. I'm going to go inside and get to the gym before it gets too late. It's almost about to be 8, if I can believe it. Yeah, okay, it is 8:08. He's canceled. I can't mention it. Yeah. See you guys in a bit. Hope you enjoy the camera, because I definitely love it.